You already heard long speeches. I know it's the time to go home and you ate, but you don't have to go home, but you can stay around. When someone make every effort to reach to your house, the distance to the friend's house never too far. But the question is, are they your friend or not? The comptroller is one of those friends who never think the distance is too far to his friend's house. Just like for Jack from Florida, after taking care of his obligation for their families, and he knew, I will never forgive him if he don't show up today. I will be his nightmare every single day. Same way, I can say about my very dear friend, someone I feel very proud to call him a friend. You know, sometimes we are embarrassed to call someone a friend. And one of the assemblymen, you will agree with me on this, and now my supervisor, Joe Saladino, can, one of those people who are elected officials are here can say, the people who are active in politics can say, Tom Dinapli is an example what the public servant should be. Honest, care, dedicated, not only just a public servant. He meant when he said, I'm running for public service or public servant. Though the title might sound sometimes very inferior, but when you can serve on your commitment, it is the most superior title you can have. And he's just an example of elected officials as a public servant. Some we don't like because of whatever reason you want to think of it. But Supervisor Joseph Saladino said about me, I just going to say, Tom is another people. When he called his friends, they are there. When he don't call them, they are there. And just like I said, I will be nightmare to Jack Brewer. Equally, I would have been a problem for the comptroller because in my sister's ceremony, on swearing ceremony of Jack Helen Martinez, and that's when I found out I have my surprise 60th birthday party. So he looked at me, I said, I know now, but I don't know who is coming. But at least I want to make sure you are coming. And he's here. I'm honored and privileged to have a dear friend, a finest public servant, and your friend, and your best public servant, the State Comptroller, Tom Dinapli.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to say a few words about Bobby, and he gave the speech like it's my birthday party.
He did.
That was beautiful. But you heard what he said. He informed me about his surprise birthday party and said I had to be there. And I said, wait, did you say your surprise birthday party and you're telling me about it? He said, yeah, the surprise is going to be who's going to show up. And I could tell that everybody showed up because Joe Kalotee was here to let you know I was on the way from Buffalo, New York. And he said you had quite a crowd, and I saw so many people when I arrived. And I told Bobby, when he told me about the surprise, I said, wait a minute, that's St. Patrick's Day. And my tradition is I spend St. Patrick's Day in Buffalo, New York, because there's actually an online service called Wallet Hub that this year named Buffalo, New York as the #1 city to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So the secret's out. They have the best celebration in Buffalo, so I have to be there. But I said to my staff, make sure I'm on a flight to get back in time for the surprise party. And of course, as often happens when I'm traveling back from Buffalo, there was a delay. I'm delighted, though, I could get to be here on time. And to see you with that, well, you know, the pictures aren't up now, but with that hairdo that you had years ago, my Lord, you think that was really his hair? I can't tell. But it seems to me that this young man has aged pretty well for 60 years. And I'm really happy for you and for all of us that we could be here celebrating this milestone birthday. Family and friends, people who really care about you and love you. And I count myself, like all of you, very privileged to have gotten to know Bobby over the years. I was thinking at that time at the airport to recall when we first met, and the person who said I needed to get to know Bobby was someone who was even a better judge of character than, no, it wasn't him. No.
Not anymore.
No. It was Judy Jacobs.
Oh, that's right.
Judy Jacobs, and there was no finer human being ever in this county than Judy Jacobs. And she said, Tom, you really have to get to know Bobby. And remember we had lunch at La Cisterna. It was the first time
I
we
still
sat
have
down.
that picture.
You still have the picture. Did you have the hair like that?
I put on board the gel.
But that first time to talk together was the beginning of a great friendship. And I know so many people are here that have worked with Bobby in community work and political work, people who run for office, people who've been elected, people who've been involved with all the philanthropy that Bobby has been supporting. And you know that when he puts his mind to something, he puts his all into it. And that's why he's so successful as a businessman, as a community leader, and certainly as a great family man, and a good friend as well. Like all of you, I've had my ups and I've had my downs. And I think the measure of a true friendship is someone who's with you whether you are up or whether you are down. And Bobby has always been with me, always with a word of encouragement, always with a word of support. And in one year where it cost him politically,
Yes.
where he stuck with me when some other folks, I won't get into the details, he will at some point. He stuck with me when others who said they were going to stick with me didn't. And
you won.
But I won in the end. But I won it. But even to the point of really practically standing alone at a convention up in Albany, I think it was, right? A state convention. And he stood his ground for me. And I never forgot that. I really felt that year I had a tough race, but we did win. That the victory, besides being important to me, it was a vindication for you as well.
Yes, it was.
And some of those folks that turned on you and turned on me that year, they've come around. And that's our vindication as well. But we forget about that because we're positive. And that's what I feel about Bobby. Bobby is always a positive person. He always has a smile. Sometimes there's a little mischief behind that smile, so sometimes I have to double check and ask Joe, what did he mean? What did he say? What is he getting me into? But it's always with a very big heart and a very generous spirit. And Bobby's also a person, I want to remind everyone, of deep faith. And I think that's an important underpinning to how he relates to all of us. Does he now and then give us a hard time? Kick us in the butt a little bit?
No.
Right, you felt it, right?
Well, yeah.
But that's okay, because he's always trying to look out for us, to have us all do better, to have us all do good. And, you know, we don't take time enough, Bobby, to say thank you to you, because you're introducing me. You gave a speech for me when I'm supposed to give a speech for you, but that's how you are. You always take the extra effort. If there's a holiday, I get a text from you. Don't tweet though, you'll get in trouble. Other people are doing that. I don't want you to do that. But, you know, there's always a kind word. There's always asking for how your family's doing. And I don't know that we do that enough for you. So this turnout tonight is an indication to you that you have led, are leading, and will continue to lead a very beautiful life. And the rewards are your wonderful family. I know how proud you are of them. And these friends from all walks of life, from all ethnic and racial background, from all political persuasion, from all your different political persuasions over the years. We're all here for you, Bobby, because you mean so much to each and every one of us, and I can't think of anybody that I'm more proud to call friends than you. Happy birthday. Is anybody else celebrate?
We end with the best, right?
That's right.
Some of you question if I really had